Howdy YouTube, this is Zipdisk again with a little bit of a lighter topic, another Transformers review. Kind of. Figure I'm going to do today came out in the later part of the movie line, when retail stores were asking for more movie figures because they sold better. This figure was originally planned for the Classics line, but due to the demand for new movie figures, they moved it to the movie line, and I think it suffers because of that. I don't think it belongs there. It would have made much more sense in the Classics, or Universe 2.0, or whatever you want to call it. That figure is Decepticon Fracture. This was a Wal-Mart exclusive in the US. A very nice paint deco, actually, I think. It's a redeco, recolor, repaint of Classics 1.0 Mirage into black, white, and red Decepticon. Now, one thing I will point out that I do not like about this figure right off the bat is you see that Decepticon logo right there in the middle of the forward section. That's in silver. On a dark figure, such as the animated line where they made all the Decepticon symbols metallic tampographs, and some of the movie line in its darker plastic, that works. But in white, I don't think it works as well. This is a minor complaint, really, but I think this deco is better than the Classics Mirage deco myself. I really like the way this Formula One car looks. It looks like a really nice, semi-futuristic Formula One vehicle. Now you might ask, who the heck is Fracture? Well, that's a good question, because this isn't actually a Transformer. Well, it is now, but it's based on a character from the GoBots. Yes, the GoBots. You know, mighty robots, mighty vehicles, GoBots. A while back, eHobby came up with this story when they did a repackage of the Minibots, and they recolored them all in different colors and made them GoBots. The story being that something was going wrong with the GoBots universe, and they traveled over to the Transformers universe to find out what was going on. Wikipedia, or rather the Transformers wiki, states something about Unicron having eaten and destroyed their universe, probably on a Tuesday for breakfast, and then shat out G2 or Armada or something as a result. Now, what GoBot would this be? This would be Crasher. Crasher was a renegade, one of the two factions. There were the heroic Guardians and the evil Renegades, led by Psykill, who is constantly abused in American comics, especially the Dreamwave stuff. He's always getting killed or showing up dead in the background. It's kind of odd. It just shows like an absolute disdain and hatred fandom has for the GoBots, which isn't really justified. The toy line's dead, for crying out loud. Transformers survived, GoBots died. Why do people still hate on the GoBots? I don't understand it. Anyway, back to Fracture. Let's get her bio card before I go any further. Fracture! Decepticon Fracture. It's from the Allspark Battles series, as you can tell from the Allspark cube here. Although she doesn't have any of that ugly Allspark blue all over her, which makes me happy, actually. Fracture. Dedicated to Megatron and the Decepticon cause, Decepticon Fracture is a dangerous enemy. She's totally fearless and probably a little bit crazy as she dives directly into any battle regardless of the odds. Although she carries a powerful negative energy blaster, she prefers to use the seismic energy dischargers on her feet to smash the surrounding earth to pieces. Any battlefield on which she walks shudders with the force of her steps. Big stompy boots. Who doesn't like that? Especially in a girl. And she is a girl, and we'll show you why in a little bit. It's kind of odd, and very stereotypical of how they showed this is a girl. First of all, let's look at her stats. She's got a strength of 7, an intelligence of 4, a speed of 8, an endurance of 8, a rank of 5, which is pretty nice for somebody from another universe, courage of 10, Fire Blast. Sorry, I don't like the fact that they've changed Firepower to Fire Blast on modern Transformers figures. I don't understand why. Was it a copyright issue? Was it a violence issue? I just don't understand. Skill 3. So, she's not very bright, and she's kind of clumsy, but she's got big stompy boots and a blaster. And she's crazy. Kind of reminds me of an ex-girlfriend of mine. Anyway, back to her. Vehicle mode is very nice. Very tidy. I like the paint. The only problem is, if you can see, right there, there's some chipped paint. This was the best one I could find on the shelf at Wal-Mart. And that bothered me to no end that this turned out looking like that, when it was such a pretty deco to start with. And I do like that canopy, although there's a bump inside that canopy that is her head. So she's kind of looking up out of the canopy. Transformation is simple. One part I do not like is that you have to take off this, which forms her negative energy blaster. Although I do like the fact, I don't like it and I do like it at the same time. I don't like it because you have to take off a piece to do the transformation. I do like it because the weapon stores in vehicle mode. Now, onto the transformation. Just like Energon Mirage, Classics Mirage. I've got Energon Mirage on the brain because I'm bidding on one on eBay right now and I really want that figure. So please forgive me on this case. Transformation is very nice. Take the legs, pull them out like this. There are molded tailpipes right there, so that in vehicle mode, the knee sections are tailpipes. I like that. You flip these legs around, like so. Flip the feet out, and you basically got her legs finished already. See what I mean? The knee sections, when you bend her knees, are tailpipes. Kind of cool. Next thing we'll do is flip her arms out to the sides. And we can pull those up because they're on a joint. Taking this kind of affair. You flip this whole, swing this section around. Flip this section around like this. And that section down until it covers into there. Basically got her except for her arm extensions. Extend the arms like so they come down. Then flip out the hands. They're a little bit finicky at times. And there you've got her in robot mode. Now articulation on this figure is really good. You've got legs that'll go out on both sides. You've got legs that'll go forward and back. You've got knee motion. You've got feet that'll go up and down. You've got arms that'll go a full 360. You've got arms that'll go out to the side. You've got elbow articulation. The hands will move in and out, but that's because of the transformation. The head will move back and forth, kind of awkwardly, but it'll still do that. The head will move up and down. And you've even got waist articulation. I love figures with good waist articulation. Now, how do we tell it's a girl? Let me give her a negative energy blaster first. Oops, doesn't want to go in the hand right now, but there it is. How do we know it's a girl? She's got a pink face. Yes, it's stereotypical to make girl Transformers pink in some way, but at the same time, in the original GoBots cartoon, she did have a pink face. So, it's kind of a mixed bag. Either you like the way it looks, or you think it's a bit sexist, or you think it's a bit stereotypical. I'll take it the way it is. I do like this figure. I think she's cool. I don't know if this came out in Canada and the UK, because it was a Wal-Mart exclusive. If anybody knows what they call Wal-Mart in the UK, let me know. I'd really like to hear. And I know Wal-Mart exists in Canada, but Canada doesn't get everything we get. For example, their Toys R Us, from what I understand, didn't get the War Within, Grimlock, and Prowl titaniums, which isn't a huge loss, but still different and odd. This has been Zipdisk with another Transformers review, this time Decepticon Fracture. Another time they had to add the word Decepticon in front of a name. I don't like when they do that, but I understand why they have to do it. Just a little nitpick of mine. Anyway, good figure. If you like her, pick her up. If you have the Classics Mirage mold already, you might not want this one unless you're a big fan of the odd and the homages to characters from other lines. In which case, definitely pick her up if you can find her. I don't think she's in stores anymore. You might be able to find her online. Anyway, this has been Zipdisk. Have a great day.